Good morning, everyone. It's good to have you online, and it is the next hour or less. I am going to be talking about the non-core products. So my name, for those of you who haven't met me, is Noela McD. I have been part of the Neolife family for the last 4 decades. It has been an incredible journey for me. I welcome new people onto the call, and we do always talk about our core products, which are products that feed our cells, like, for instance, our multivitamins, the Formula 4, Formula 4 Plus, the Pro Vitality, all the vitamins and minerals feed our cells. Then we have the products that protect our cells, like the carotenoid, the cruciferous, the flavonoid, the Vita Guard for the kids. They all protect us because they're antioxidants. And then we also have the products that build and repair our cells, and the base of that is protein. And so we talk about that a lot, and we often don't talk about the non-core products, the non-main products. So I'm not detracting from what people should begin their nutritional journey or their home care journey on. I'm now just doing the ones that we don't talk about a lot, but add on to the basic core. And if people are using the frontline products, they will be using similar products from somewhere else, and maybe you don't even know how good we've got other products. So let's see how far we get with the range that I've set out behind us, and let's have a look. You can see our core product there in the cleaning line is our Super 10, and I'll just leave that banner up because we are anti-pollution, we are toxic, anti-caustic. We are just an incredible company with ethics, and I just give thanks to the scientists that have these products for us and have us in their view to help us in business. So let's have a look at this very wonderful product here called the Aloe Vera Plus and the Aloe Gel. These two aloe products are amazing, and I'm sure you all have lots and lots and lots to say about these products, those of you who have used them. But let's talk about the gel. This is a pure aloe gel. It is a gel that comes from the inside of the aloe leaf, and it is a healing gel. It is to put on skin to regenerate cells. It's very, very deep penetrating, and aloe is a healer. Aloe is not necessarily a moisturizer as such. So we do have some moisturizer in this, but you can put it liberally wherever you've got dry skin or chapped skin, or I've always used it for I've always said to mothers, put this in the handbag, and I always had it in my handbag when I had little kids, because they fall, they bruise themselves, they run into corners of tables, you just see this blue egg grow. If you put this on instantly, you're not going to have that egg and the bruise. It really helps bruising. And so the big thing is to have it with you. And I beg every mother, every grandmother, everybody who has a kitchen, in fact, to have this in their kitchen, because if there's ever an accident of burning, you need aloe gel instantly to just protect that skin that has been burnt and to begin the healing straight away. It is a fabulous product. The only time you don't use it is if you've got a very, very septic sore. You get rid of the septic problem with the Care disinfectant before you put the aloe on, because it's very deep penetrating, and for that reason it is just the most wonderful product in a household. So that's the aloe gel. And then we look at the aloe drink. This one, oh my goodness, it tastes delicious. I know that people often associate aloe with bitterness. This isn't bitter, and it's a very simple reason why it's not bitter, because Neolife takes the gel from the aloe vera and it doesn't use the outside skin. The outside skin is bitter so that the bugs don't eat the skin and destroy the leaf. So nature is amazing. Neolife is even more amazing and caring, that they know we don't want something that doesn't taste nice. And so they do what needs to be done, and that's just taking the healing part from the gel of the aloe leaf. And so here we have this incredible product. And basically, what do we do with this aloe? We give it to people who have digestive problems. You know, if you've overeaten, if you have had if you've sort of overeaten a meal, as we do from time to time, and think, oh, I'm so full, you drink aloe. People who have a digestive problem must drink aloe. People who just enjoy the taste of aloe drink aloe. We don't shut down the aloe stores for half the week or at all. It helps us cope with pain. Aloe is a very good thing when you're stressed. They say that these herbs are adaptogens, and they adapt to the mood of your body. And so if you're stressed and very highly strung, you can take aloe. If you are feeling low and you need a little bit of a pick-me-up, you take aloe. It's very good. It's got ginseng as a pick-me-up, and it's got chamomile as a calm me down, but it's what we term an adaptogen. Mouth ulcers, brilliant for mouth ulcers. In fact, a lot of people say before you swallow the aloe, just hold it in your mouth for as long as you can, because it just is fixing anything that is there. It helps stabilize blood sugar levels. It's an amazing product. It's as I said, it's energetic. And for nausea, I used to always travel in the car with a bottle of aloe when I had small children because of motion sickness. And it worked always. And in the days when we could take this bottle on an aeroplane, I used to take it as well. And we often used to help, well, with our children and other people who were feeling a little bit not so lekker. And so stomach ulcers, it's good to drink. And also gut issues. It's a very good thing to have. I always take the acidophilus and the aloe at different times, but aloe is just, and it's gorgeous. You know, it says 50 mils a day. If you can be disciplined enough to have 50 mils a day, that's wonderful. Otherwise, it can be a beautiful summer drink mixed with sparkling water. And so aloe and aloe, the aloe drink and the aloe gel are just two wonderful things to add. This is like your medicine chest. It's a very effective part of your medicine chest. So let's see what else we have. I'm going to just put that down there. And then we have, what's next? Oh, CalMag. This floats between the core products and the non-core products. It is a core product, but let's just have a look at this CalMag. And I really want to get this in because it's such an incredible product. It's CalMag with vitamin D3. And it is a great, great product for everything. Calcium, we know, forms the density in our bones. Your vitamin C and protein form the strong connective tissues, but the calcium forms the density in our bones, so they're nice and strong. Then you've got your teeth, your bones, your teeth, and then you've got your nerve endings. For messages, nerve message to be transmitted, you need liquid calcium around your nerve endings, around your myelin sheath. And so it's very, very important that we have enough calcium for our bones, our nerves, our teeth, and just general well-being, calming. Calcium is a calmer. Always take CalMag at night. You don't have to, but I always suggest it because it helps peaceful sleep. Then you've got the magnesium in here. Magnesium is a partner of CalMag. Magnesium helps CalMag work. Magnesium keeps bones strong. Very important to partner up with the calcium. And it helps the rhythm of the heart. It helps blood pressure. It just is an amazing partner with the CalMag. Magnesium is one of the minerals that is really being written about now, and it's involved in our digestive enzymes. It's more and more and more, but it's definitely a very important product to have with the calcium for strong bones and teeth, but also for heart rhythm and heart health as well. And then you've got your D3 in here, and the D3, D3 is, we don't get enough from the sun. For a start, we don't sit in the sun enough. We put on sunscreen, we cover up, we protect ourselves because we've been sold the idea that the sun is so bad for us. I believe that the lack of sun is worse for us because D3 helps to help prevent strokes. It's very good for high blood pressure. It's good for depression. It's good for osteoarthritis. It's good for the autoimmune disease, type 1 diabetes. It is a very, very good product, this CalMag, magnesium, and D3. This product is what we call it. There's a little word up top there called chelated, and that simply means it's been hidden in protein, in an amino acid, so that it is perfectly and absolutely digested through the gut wall into our system. This is a very highly bioavailable mineral pack of CalMag and magnesium, and that chelation is first for us. Dr. Arthur First was the scientist who actually formulated that chelation process, an amino acid chelate, where the calcium is hidden and well absorbed. And I can really recommend that every man and every woman gets onto this, because you don't want men not to have a good night's sleep, and you don't want anybody not to have a good night's sleep, actually. But then what about the bones? They also need calcium. Probably not as much as women, but they need calcium. So that is a really, really good product, and I would add it on to any of the core products that you're currently taking, because it's essential. So you just look at your bones, your heart rhythm, your calmness, your sleep, it also has some little activity in your hormones as well. So really, that is, it's essential. And that has D3. I'm just going to quickly mention that our vitamin A and D has D2, which is also good. It's a D, and it's a brilliant product. At this time, I hope you're all taking A and D with your zinc and your vitamin C. What else shall I talk about? Oh, let's talk about something that's interesting. A lot of people at the moment, and a lot of people ask me to talk about this, and this is your feminine herbal complex. Your feminine herbal complex is in a box like this, and I have put together the threonine, the vitamin E, and the cruciferous, as well as this feminine herbal complex. Now, I'll tell you what, feminine herbal complex is an incredibly good group of herbs to help the female system. You'll find that if you want stamina, feminine herbal complex is great. If you want improved wellness as a woman, it's good. If you want a regular cycle, use it to maintain a regular cycle or to regulate your cycle. If you have a bad time every month, you take feminine herbals. If you get premenstrual tension, you're irritable, you take feminine herbal. If you have excessive sweating, it actually helps the uterus tone, which is a fabulous thing to do. If you want to stay calm, you take feminine. If you are if you have mild anxiety during those times of the month, must take feminine. And if you get a lot of abdominal bloating, you must take feminine. So herbs are different to your core products of your vitamins, your minerals, your phytodefense, your proteins. Those you take every day. It's like eating every single day. Herbs you take when needed. You can take them every day, but you take them when needed. And the beautiful thing, they come in a 3 blister packs in that box. So you can, if you have 3 girls in your family, you can share that out. It's a really, really good product. It's a really big benefit, that product. And then what I'm going to sort of blend it with are other things that help hormones. And what a lot of people have a lot of problems with, a lot of females and men as well. Let's be honest, men have hormone problems. I know we've got some men on the line, but the females have the feminine herbals, but what else can help the hormone problems? And let me tell you, one of our core products, which is Treonine, can help. And I'm going to just try and find where I have this. Let me see, I brought it here. Hold on one moment. I'm going to show you here a study that was done. And this study was done in 1958, when the Treonine was discovered as the lipids and steroid oils that were discovered lacking in our diet, because all our grain food had been roll and mill, had been processed, and all the oils had been taken out. And so apart from the Treonine looking after our cells, I have another picture here, and apart from the Treonine looking after our cells and keeping our cells healthy so it can absorb nutrients, eliminate toxins, and also get rid of whatever that cell's meant to deliver to the body. That Treonine keeps that cell membrane permeable. And if you do not have those lipids and steroid oils in your diet, which you don't unless you supplement, you have a clogged cell where the nutrients can't get in and the waste can't get out. And so that is the core thing about the Treonine. But many years ago, in 1958, 62 years ago, they did a lot of tests on the Treonine. And they've done many, many tests since then, concentrating more on your nutrient utilization of Treonine. So getting nutrition into your cells. What you put in your mouth is not in you, it's only passing through you. It only gets into you once it's absorbed, and it helps the absorption into your cells. That is the amount of nutrition from the same plate of food for people who don't have Treonine in the diet, as opposed to that same plate. So it's more than doubles the intake of the nutrition from our food, which we desperately need. But this is another study that is part of that, and that is your glandular activity. And this glandular activity is very much like your nutrient absorption. That the low bar is people that do not have those lipids and sterols in their body for glandular activity. And the high bar is the better glandular activity on Treonine. And so that means that if you are having hot flushes, if you're having a lot of wobblies, you need Treonine together with the feminine herbals. But the Treonine is an everyday product. The herbals can be brought in at that time, you know, and they work instantly. So I hope that clarifies that. But there are two other things that really help people, and that's the vitamin E and the cruciferous. Vitamin E it's just good for hormones. It's good for regulating hot flushes, bad times, bad attitudes, bad everything dealing with your PMS. And this vitamin E, I'm going to just do a little sell on it because we often don't talk about it. And all our vitamin E and all the multivitamins, all the kids' vitamins, anywhere where there's vitamin E, it's the same as this E. Now, this is a family of E's. Neolife will never, as a basic supplement, divide families, split families. Here you have got your tocopherols, and you've also got the family of tocotrienols. And I don't want to confuse anybody, but there are 4 tocopherols and 4 tocotrienols, and they're all 8 in here. It's a complete vitamin E. You will find that because you, by law, around the world, and it's changing, but we've only ever had to put an alpha tocopherol on, they only have to list the alpha tocopherol, so that's all people put in. And your alpha tocopherol is only one of 8 members of the family. And in anywhere where you see the E, you've got the whole family member, and that's why it works so well. And the alpha tocopherol, as long as it doesn't have the DL, the minute that it's got a DL alpha tocopherol, it is synthetic. Run a mile from it. Your body doesn't recognize it. Here we've got your natural pure E, and it really helps with hormones, and it helps with hot flushes. So does omega-3. Our omega-3 that is pure. I don't care how many you have to take. I don't care how many feminine, how many threonine, E. It will help you. It will totally help you stay off the non-healthy things that have side effects of heart, of cancer, all those things. You can read the label inside, what a doctor's trying to give you, and you can manage your own menopause through this. And I tell you, another add-on is the cruciferous. The cruciferous product protects us from hormonally mediated cancers. That is its very, very basic, gorgeous help for us. It is just fabulous. But what it has in here, let me just find it. It has licorice. It has licorice, like your feminine herbals actually also has licorice. But what this does is, if you have tried everything to just tone those hot flushes down, cruciferous just does the last little bit and makes you feel good. It is fabulous. Got some soya in here, and soya is good no matter what you say. As non-GMO soya will help you. So you've got your vitamin E, your cruciferous, your threonine for menopause added to your feminine herbal. And I hope that helps. But I know it's a lot, but you know, just start and just see what you're lacking, and just play with what you need to help you. But that will help you, and you will get through those days very happily and without endangering yourself, but just increasing your health. So what's next? What is next? Okay, so next, here we have, I love this. Here we've got the Salmon Oil Plus, and we can't really get away with the cool products. The Salmon Oil Plus, and this is a very unique salmon oil for our guests on the line. It is the only salmon oil that has all 8 molecular structures of omega-3, and it is cold pressed from disease-free fish, so it hasn't been distilled. And it's a very exceptionally pure omega-3, and it's very special because It's been recommended by the Royal College of Gynecologists in London as the omega-3 for pregnant ladies. But there are two wonderful add-ons to the omega, and one is lipotropic and one is full motion. Obviously, you don't have to add them on, but if you have joint pain, you need the full motion. And while we take omega for joint pain, it's an anti-inflammatory. Inflammation in your body is a disease causer. It causes basically all non-communicable diseases. Inflammation causes that. Headaches, a lot of heart disease, lung disease, sore joints, and the likes of that. So if you do have that, you need to have an omega, which might be adequate. But if you need a little extra help, then the full motion is a brilliant, brilliant thing. And the full motion is a glucosamine supplement. It's a very bioavailable glucosamine, and this one will help prevent osteoarthritis. It slows down the breaking up of cartilage. In fact, it can grow cartilage for us. It helps, and it basically helps and repairs and regenerates our cartilage. It reduces pain and other symptoms associated with all that nonsense in our joints. And it's very quickly and very efficiently absorbed. You take this 3 times a day, if possible, if you remember the middle of the day one. It needs to be 3 times a day over the day. And so it's a large amount of glucosamine in here. And there's some nasty glucosamines out here, out in the world, but this is a pharmaceutically pure glucosamine, which is fantastic. We've got minerals in there. There's some minerals that are sort of regenerating minerals. And then we've got herbs. I'm just going to look at what herbs we've got. It's the bromelain and the white willow bark and boswellia. Those are herbs that help pain, and they have no side effects, which is fantastic. They really, really are associated with minimizing joint pain and trying to improve the whole joint. So there is your full motion. It's a fabulous product. A lot of sports people will use this because they're protecting their knees or whatever they're using for sports. They use it as a protection so they don't degenerate their joints. But it's a really good thing to take when you don't want to degenerate your joints. But if your joints are a little degenerated, take it. It's fantastic. And the salmon oil and full motion are very, very good together. Then let's have a look at the lipotropic. That moves fats. Lipotropic moves fats. So they move fats from your heart circulation, and they remove fats from your liver. So we've got to keep those fats moving out of our bodies. And the lipotropic does that. It's a brilliant, brilliant product. So if you are taking omega to protect your heart, you can just add on a lipotropic from time to time, just because it's good. If you are taking omega because you have high blood pressure, you have a cholesterol problem, I really, really recommend that you add lipotropic to just help that omega get your blood balance right, your good and your bad blood balance right. So I wanted to just mention the lipotropic and the full motion because they're really, really good partners with the omega. So, you know, this is why we talk about the core products, because the core products get right to the grassroots of any problem that might be causing or prevent any problem from causing. But they're just add-ons, which are fantastic, and so let's have a look at what have we got here. Oh, acidophilus. Acidophilus. What a fabulous product acidophilus is. Acidophilus is your probiotic. Acidophilus, I would say, should be your go-to probiotic, just because it has, there are many reasons, but it has a gel guard that when you swallow it, by the time it gets to your stomach, those microbes, they are dehydrated microbes that have got to become alive in you. And hitting that stomach acid will kill them. And so ours is the only one in the world that has that gel guard that guards those microbes until it's gone through the stomach acid into your intestine, where the warmth, the pH changes, and they are then released. Inside here, there's even, I believe, food for the little things when they wake up. And they go and colonize in your gut, wherever they have to colonize. And they are your protection. They are the guardian of your gut. And every single thing that goes wrong with you apparently can be traced to your gut. And so let's really, really, really look after our gut. And why do we have to concentrate on this? And we concentrate on this because of our refined foods. We're not eating enough fiber for the good probiotics, our good bacteria, our good microbes to feed on, which the fiber is called the prebiotic. The vitamin B that comes from whole grains and the fiber, they need it, but they're not getting it. The white bread, the cookies, the refined everything that we eat, they're not getting what they need. And then we eat a lot of sugars. And some of us never have sugar, but there are always hidden sugars everywhere. So the sugar will destroy, the sugar and no fiber will make it not a good environment our lovely for our lovely good intestinal flora to flourish in. And so we get an unhealthy gut where we can't absorb our food properly, and disease starts. And if you are concentrating on improving your immunity, this is one of the things you need to just every now and then add. You can have this every single day, but you can't have everything every single day, because I know there are other considerations like finance. So at least give your family a course of acidophilus every now and then. It's essential that we just help our gut stay healthy. But you can take it every day. And if you've been in hospital, if you've been on drugs, if you've been on antibiotics, please get this and just get that gut health back. I know people who take probiotics and they say, I've taken probiotics for years and I still have a gut issue. And I've said, right, when you next get a probiotic, will you just give this one try? And their whole life has been turned around. So we know what the scientists say about it getting through the stomach acid, which are being destroyed, and getting our gut right. So all disease begins in the gut. So really, especially our immunity. And so let's have a look at that. But then we can look at another amazing product is Beta Guard. And what it is, it guards us. Beta Guard was originally formulated by one of the top toxicologists in the world, who actually created the oral chemotherapy for cancer patients. And he knew that the chemotherapy had to be extracted from the body once it had done its job. And so Beta Guard was born. It is an antioxidant and it helps pull toxins out of our body. especially our bones. And so it's full of, it has beta carotene, but because it comes from a plant source, that means it has all the carotenoids, and it has vitamin E. Remember what I said about E? It has C. It has the sections of B that are detoxifying Bs, because it's a detoxifier. That's the only reason they would separate a family if it was for a specific job. So you've got your B, you've got your zinc in here, you've got selenium. They're all the protectors and antioxidants. And you've got your hesperidin and your levoflavonoid, which is part of this one, wherever. Anyway, it's just part of your protection. So now, you don't have to have had chemotherapy to take beta carotene. We almost live in a toxic environment. And, you know, we're going to talk about keeping toxins out of your home just now. But really, we have to keep toxins that are from the air we breathe, the water we drink, all the toxins we have no control over. This gets the toxins out of our body. Beta Guard pulls toxins out. And it's a really good thing every now and then to go on a detox. We have a complete detox program. But the Beta Guard is a fabulous product because it is basically your first line of defense against the damaging free radicals that create havoc with our health. And you know, your environmental toxins are out of our control. Many, once we're out of our house, and your Beta Guard is there to just get them out. And so your acidophilus is good, your Beta Guard is good, and I'm going to talk about stage 6. Stage 6 is it's an eliminator. Stage 6 is eliminates, and stage 6 has some amazing little herbs in to help us eliminate naturally without destroying our good probiotics, or your good probiotics in your gut. If you take a harsh laxative, then you really need to recolonize your good probiotics. But you know, we've got in here senna, which supports elimination. We've got licorice, and we've got buckthorn to support activities of the liver and of the kidneys. We've got prune, alfalfa. All that helps with keeping us regular, helping with just eliminate. And you know, disease is caused through not anything else. So our gut health is so important. And so you've got your Beta Guard, you've got your stage, you've got your acidophilus, and then let's look at the garlic. This garlic, which is also in a blister pack, it's the whole allium family. It's the allium of your onions, your chives, your leeks, and your onions, etc. And you'll find that all those have natural antimicrobial properties. They get rid of microbes that are not good in your gut. And you know, if you want to really detox, get rid of parasites, garlic is good for you. Garlic is good for your immunity. It's really a good cleanser. So by the time you put it with your stage 6, your Beta Guard, you've got 3 amazing cleansers there. Different types of cleansers. And then you add your acidophilus to recolonize. It's really good. Okay, everyone, will you just mute yourselves, please? There's a lot of talking going on and it's disturbing. Oh, here we are. I can mute all. So let's do it. Mute all. There we are. Okay, so thank you very much. And so that is basically the detox. We can do a 15-minute talk on detox and how and why and everything else. But just to show you, you can take these products at a one by one for all different reasons. You don't have to have them all at once. But one thing I would really beg you to do is to make sure you and your family are every now and then recolonizing your gut with the acidophilus and our acidophilus, because you're not wasting a little microbe, not one little microbe. They're all getting into you. What you bought gets into you, which is fabulous, because that doesn't happen with other products. Okay, so where are we? Oh my goodness, we are pretty well done. Now we're going to get on to our other cleaning products. I'm going to spend a few minutes on that, but what I have got is the A to Z of home care. Get yourself this little book. It's code 452. And this book is, it has all sorts of good ideas in it. It has great ideas in it. And so, you know, and I just encourage everybody, especially the new people on the call, to just never walk down the cleaning aisle and buy products. Use what you've got from your own store, because they are really good. So let's look at some of our unusual ones. You know, we normally talk of Super 10, got the banner there. You know, Super 10 is our heavy duty cleaner. It'll clean ovens, car engines, grouting, spots, collars and cups, blood, red wine, coffee, car grease, all that. And yet, if a child had to drink it neat, nothing would happen to that child. And that is the quality of our cleaning products. Unbelievable. So 1 liter will make 22 spray bottles of a heavy duty cleaner, which will last an average home 3 to 6 months. And it is just amazing. Then we have our LDC. You know how our light duty cleaner cleans our fruit and vegetables, washes off all the insecticide sprays with all the poisons out of our products. We know the demo of broccoli. We wash our hands in oil. We rub our hands in oil, wash it with LDC. That oil comes off. It is just an amazing product. I use it for bubble baths. I've done all kids gone through LDC bubble baths. It is in every basin in my home, in a pump pot for hand cleaning. It washes off viruses. It destroys their membranes. It is just a good product. And another thing for LDC, which we often don't talk about, is put a few squirts of your 1 to 5 dilution into your spray, your windscreen washer in your motor car. We're getting to summer. We're getting little muchies on our windscreen. If you come and visit us at the beach, you will need LDC on your windscreen wiper to get rid of that sea air, and it's just a very useful product to have. Okay, so now let's look at a few other useful products. Here is, see, we're talking about cars. Here is the car wash and wax. Now, you know what? This used to be the biggest seller before all those car wash setups that we get everywhere. But for me, this is still the best. We still use this for the simple reason that it works. This is a biodegradable, non-abrasive car wash. All you do is you put 5 mils into a plastic bucket of water, and you use your special car wash lucky to clean your car. Now, this has a wax in it, and it protects and it cleans. It leaves a thin film of wax over your car to protect the paintwork. It is unbelievable. Just 1 lid in a bucket of water, and this will give you 100 washes. This is the most economical product you've ever used. Now, if you dilute this in water, you can wash down your appliances, like your fridges, your stoves, all your appliances, because of that thin wax. It stops them from just getting old. It's a fabulous product. And I know that probably everybody has a self-defrosting freezer. But in the days where they hadn't been made yet, we used to use it and wipe out this clean freezer before we put it back on electricity to frost up again. And you'd get this thick layer of ice. And when you turn the electricity off to clean your freezer out, that little layer of wax would just get the ice as it started melting to just come off in sheets. So you didn't have a big pool of water to deal with. And so if any of you have got one of those old fridges and freezers, well, you just do that. Just mix this in water, a cap to a liter or cap to a couple of liters, and just wipe your freezer and then let it, and you'll see how easy it is to defrost. You can wipe your ovens with it. Oh no, you can wipe anything that you want to protect with it. It's a fabulous product. And it's 100 capfuls in here. So it lasts forever, which is amazing. Okay, so now we've also got a lemon glow. The lemon glow, I just wish you were here to smell this product. Lemon glow is it's a lemon glow furniture polish, but it can be used on leather, it can be used on vinyl, it can be used on hands. A lot of people use this as a hand barrier if they're gardening or doing any sort of labor. They use this. It smells gorgeous. It has got what has it got? It's a very mild cleanser, but it's got natural lemon oils and other oils in, but it's an absolute joy to put onto leather. I always, before I use anything on leather, I always just go where there's a non-visible part to try it, and so do that. But it's a fabulous product, and for antique furniture and for feeding wood. Oh my goodness, this really, really, really feeds wood. It's magnificent. And then we have our Fantastic. Fantastic is an all clear floor finish. You can put it on dull floors if you want them to be shiny. The floor must be clean and it must be dry. And then if you've got a dull wooden floor, for instance, you would put it on with a lamb's wool or any applicator you see fit. You'd put it on in one direction, you'd let it dry, and then you'd apply it in another direction. 2 layers makes a magnificent floor. 3 layers makes it even better. And you can wipe it down with a wet rag. You can wipe it. Don't use Super 10 on it because Super 10 will take it off. But you've got a beautiful shining floor. And if you have a walkway through the room that gets dull, this gets walked off, it's self-leveling and you can repatch that place. I always liken this to nail polish. You can't put nail polish on nails that are not clean and dry. And if you put layer on layer on layer and you never let them dry, it'll just peel off. And this is much the same. So it is for indoor use. It can get wet, but it can't sit in water. So, for the long rainy days that we can have, it would not go well outside because it would get milky. And I just want to show you what it looks like. Then I just put some little glass. It's white. Now, it's a clear. I want to show you. I'm just going to pour this back into the Fantastic here. And then if you look at this glass, it's still clear. It's been sitting in that glass all night, but it's all nice and clear. So it's great. So you can put it on whatever you want to pick up. Like, for instance, I know I had a distributor who wanted her picture frames to be shiny. And so she put Fantastic on her picture frames. And it worked like a dream. So you can be creative. This is an all clear finish, which is designed and is strong enough for your floors. You can see the pictures of tiles. I can't imagine why you would ever use them on tiles, use this on tiles, but some people do. But it's a good product. It's not for everyone because not everybody needs it, but it certainly is a good product. And then we look at our laundry. Let's look at our G1. This is the packet that the G1 comes in. You can see it's a 2 kilo. It has, I keep mine in a little tub like this. And because it just lasts for so long, I don't need a great big box that haunts my kitchen cupboards or a big bowl or anything. So I just keep it in a little glass bucket like that, and that's the size of the scoop. How can you see that against the white? There, it's the size of a scoop. It's the size of a big thimble, and that's all you need for your 5 kilo wash. So in this 2 kilo bag, you've got at least 133. I normally have managed 200 scoops out of the bag, but and this G1 is, it always has been, completely free rinsing. It dissolves very, very easily in water. It is good for all types of clothing, and it's good for hand washing and machine washing. I spray Super 10 on marks, and then it's great because it's the soap that we recommend for people who have very sensitive skins and eczema type skins. It's what is needed, and especially for little babies, and that this is the soap that is needed because it's got no fillers and fluffers in. And it tells you how to use it. If you've got very soiled washing and lots of teenagers and kiddies running around, maybe you need more than this. Just see how it goes. See what water is like in your area. Some is softer, some is harder. You just adjust it. But this one scoop is fabulous. And what else I use this for? Remember, this is a laundry powder. So the company doesn't sell it as a dishwashing powder. But I have only used this in dishwashers ever since I got my first one, which is very long ago. And I just couldn't bear the powders that just seemed to not smell like I wanted to have that smell in my house. I couldn't bear the rinse aids, the soap, the salt. I just tried this, and I've never stopped using this. For me, this has been fabulous because it's non-abrasive. And so I can put my silverware, I can put my cut glass into the washing machine, and it doesn't get scratched. It is gentle and it's fantastic. And I use 1 scoop. If I have a very dirty load, then I will use 2 scoops and maybe put a squirt of LDC, a little bit of LDC, because it's, you don't want it to bubble. But this is a fabulous, fabulous laundry. What dishwasher soap? Try it. What I can say is try it. It's laundry, but we do all sorts of other things with it. Another thing is with this powder, because it has no abrasives in it, you can use it as an abrasive or as a rubber. If you've got, like, for instance, your Corningware dishes and they get black because they've been in the oven and something's burnt on it. If you soak anything in G1, literally lifts off. If it doesn't, you can use some of this powder to rub and not scratch your dish. So it's fabulous. If you've got, you can soak cups in here, anything that has stains, you can use your G1 to soak it in. And the wonderful partner with G1 is the oxygen bleach. And this oxygen bleach is not a bleach at all. It just oxygenates stains. And there's a little bit of oxygen bleach in the G1, but this oxygen bleach is a nice add-on. If you want to brighten and whiten clothes, then use the oxygen bleach. You don't have to use it all the time. It's just nice to have to soak whites, and sometimes underwear gets discolored or t-shirts get discolored or whatever. And we're going into summer, so our whites get discolored from sun and marks and that. And you can soak them in this. Baby grows that get marked, baby's clothing. It's just a fabulous product that you use either on its own as a soaking, or you put it with your G1 in the machine. For linen, it keeps linen beautifully white. So that's your oxygen bleach. a very nice add-on. And then you have your softener. You know, a lot of people don't need a softener with the G1, but sometimes it's nice to have a softener because of an anti-static. Softener is an anti-static. It's such a beautiful, beautiful color. And all you use is 5 mils, a teaspoon per wash load, or a teaspoon per hand wash load, 10 liters, say, you know, and that's what it is. It hasn't got a strong smell. It's got a lovely, gentle smell, but it doesn't make your whole kitchen, your whole wash smell of the smell that you might not want. It's very gentle, and that's fine. And it's an anti-static. So if people are wearing summer clothes that stick to them, just put them through a soft rinse, water with this and a soft rinse. And also, some people have nylon carpets in their homes that get quite static and attract a lot of dirt. You can put a teaspoon of the soft into a spray bottle, fill it up with water, and lightly spray the carpets, and they become anti-static, which is very useful. Okay, I hope you're getting some help from this. The last thing I'm going to talk about is the carpet shampoo. The Carpet Glow is, a lot of people don't have carpets anymore, which is fine, but that's not what I use. I don't have carpets really, but this is what I use Carpet Glow for. I dilute 1 or 2 teaspoons in a spray bottle, so you can see it's very, very diluted, because that is the color of the Carpet Glow. That is the color of the Carpet Glow, so it's very, very diluted. And what I do is this now becomes my window cleaner. So a teaspoon or 2 of Carpet Glow in a spray bottle costs nothing. And that's my window cleaner. And you will not believe how magnificently clean windows and mirrors come. We live on the beach, and this is all we use because it cleans, and it seems to keep the windows cleaner for longer. It also is an anti-static. Because of carpets, you need to have your carpets free from static, because static really does attract the dirt. And so it's an anti-static, it's a bright blue color. And remember, the blue blocks, the old-fashioned blue blocks, used to put into your rinsing water. There is the blue. If you want to get white's white and jersey's very fluffy, just put this in your rinsing water. And how we're going to be putting all our winter goodies away, wash them and just put a cap full of Carpet Glow in. It is the most amazing fluffer, anti-static, and don't forget Carpet Glow for windows. I want to show you this. It is the most amazing product. Let's see. If you wanted to wash your floors, you would take a teaspoon, and you would, this is about 50 to 1, okay? You do 50 to 1 because that's what the dilution is for your carpets. So this is the dilution for carpets, approximately 50 to 1. So if you have carpets, you take all your stains off your carpets with your super pen, and then you would get a sponge like this, and you would just literally fluff it up. And you saw that I put a teaspoon, just a teaspoon of water, and this would do a complete room of carpets. You'd vacuum your carpet, get rid of all your dirt and your grime that sticks in carpets, and you can see just from one teaspoon. Can you see how much foam I'm making here? And you would just use the foam and a sponge, and you would be able to totally and utterly wash your carpets, clean your car carpets, clean everything. If you wanted to do some home dry cleaning, you would do your home dry cleaning with this dry foam. As I press this, so the foam is drier, and you use that foam to do your home dry cleaning. So there we are. I have done a lot of products today. I just hope that you will be able to use some of these add-on products once you've got those core products in your home. And I just hope you can have fun with these products, experiment with them. Let me know what you found. Let me know how this has helped you. I just am excited that you are on the call, and I really thank you. And I'm going to turn the recording off now. And